Well, when they think about fighting, they think about something dirty, right? Of people that are not very smart. Or when they think about martial arts, they think about, you know, the stigma of karate and stuff, and they think jujitsu is the same thing. But jujitsu is a very legit martial arts, and I think what it differentiates jujitsu versus the other martial arts is the practicality. Not to say bad things about the other martial arts, but such as taekwondo and some other ones, once they become a Olympic sport, they were about points. They were not about self defense anymore, and they start losing kind of the idea of like how to make smaller people, children, and women be able to protect themselves against a bigger opponent. That's our goal, and it's kind of like really weird because then you go to a jiu-jitsu place and you see a bunch of people on the ground rolling around, and you're like, how does that have to do with martial arts? So in Brazil, we have a word say a casca grossa, which means tough shell, and a casca fina, which means a soft shell. And what it means is basically when you start doing martial arts and you start training all the time, your body starts becoming stronger and you become a hard shell. So if you want to penetrate through, let's say, a worm, it's really easy, it's soft. But you go through the back of a turtle, its shell, it's not easy because it's hard. So when the turtle, the animal, is in danger, it goes inside of its shell and it's protected. For a sometimes as business people, we think that our share, our protection, we put our trust in the money alone. But even if you put your trust in the money alone, if you ever been to to a tourist place such as Las Vegas and stuff, or Italy, and you see like the usually older people are able to travel, and when you're older, you also more tired. And people don't understand that by the time they are 40 years old, they're already out of high school for over 20 years. They think in their head they can go out there and if I want to sprint, I can sprint. I just don't want to. It is not true, man. If you try to sprint after 40 years old, you may fall and you may break your hip and you may be in big trouble. So the idea, this concept that we are our 20 years version of ourselves, just a little bit older and with more wrinkles, is not true. Our bodies start decaying. If you don't use it, you lose it. So it's really easy to say, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna be on the treadmill and stuff. They have no idea what they are saying. It is not easy. You go to the treadmill for 20 minutes. Tell me like the best show that you like, Friends. You go on the treadmill for like how much is this? Like maybe 20 minutes, 15-minute show. That 15 minutes will feel like an hour and a half. And you're watching this, you're like, and your body's telling you, what are you doing, Yonder? Your knees are broken, you're overweight, and all these things. And you're like, man, I need to get out of here. It's almost like you're having a panic attack and you don't even understand what is going on. So, like the concept of going and doing exercise, it's pleasant, and people always think, oh no, tomorrow I can do it. But they don't understand that even with all the money in the world, even to enjoy the money and success you have to have health. Health is not something, is not negotiable. Health is the key to be present for your kids when they need you. Is to be there for your wife, when she needs help. It's like you can have the most beautiful wife. If you're gonna die tomorrow, she's gonna marry somebody else. I bet if people saw it this way, they would be running, and there'll be a line so big by my gym that we wouldn't be able to take as many customers as we could, because people would understand that it's kind of like, yeah, man, health is unnegotiable. It's not negotiable, non-negotiable, because there's no tomorrow. You got to start today. And I'm not talking. I'm not trying to sell jujitsu. I'm talking about go. Can you go to a walk? Yeah, I can go to a walk. Oh, Eddie, I exercise. I go to walk 3 times a week. Man, that's nothing. And I know it sounds really harsh, but it's like I need to be able to tell your listeners that it's kind of like, man, don't just do martial arts. Don't just do physical exercise. Do your physical exercise. Take care of your family money-wise, because just like martial arts, you want to grow, you need to grow up monetarily, physically, mentally, spiritually. You have to take care. But all these people, oh, I'm just spiritual. Then they don't live here. They just live the next. Oh, I'm just physical. Then you can all provide for your family. Oh, I'm just seeking the money, chasing the money. Okay, you chase the money, but now you have health. Like imagine a guy like Elon Musk, a guy like Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the biggest commercial for jiu-jitsu we have nowadays. This guy loves jiu-jitsu. So it's kind of like, okay, why is this guy doing jiu-jitsu? is because he understood that even with all the money in the world, you still need to seek a way to be healthy. You still need to find a way to do cardio. You still need to find a way to something that arouses your intellect as well as your physical abilities.
Waking up to success, now we're getting it started. This is the real grind. Everything you've been wanting, building an empire, no question. Talking about real estate, investing, making the millions, no stopping while we sip on gourmet coffee. The real grind.